Hi, Queens. How are you? How are you? I pray that your day was full of blessings. I pray that you got just what you deserve today. I pray that you have been walking in God's favor. I send nothing but miracles your way. Hey, Queen Sheila.
Hey, I'm
Hey.
trying. Uh-oh.
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. This is not supposed to be this way. I'm supposed to be on the
It's not
screen.
supposed to be this way. Whoa.
Oh, wait, Is that it?
I see purple. I see pink. No.
This is a shame. He messed with this thing. I'm sharing the
It's a
computer.
shame.
Go on
When
and talk.
I'm
Talk.
playing. So listen, guys, this is hot topics. Hot topics. I'm gonna add some music to tonight's show. Okay, this is hot topics, and a lot been going on these last couple of weeks, and we just want to cover it. We want to do, put in our 2 cents. So we're gonna just add a little bit of music to kind of put some pep up in y'all step today. Okay. So we're gonna cover the. Excuse me, y'all. Y'all just saw me a half an hour ago. You guys just saw me eat chicken nuggets, and I had a frosty, and I have GERD, so if y'all hear me belching, I'm not gonna be a pig about it. But
Oh my God.
it's coming up. Sorry. Okay. So, we're gonna be talking about Chicago Purge. We're gonna be talking about Takeoff. I got some footage and video off of that, and we're going to be talking about the Jray Roberton case. Have some footage on that too as well. Hey, Chips. Hey, Chubbs. How are you? Welcome to the show. Hey, Queen. And you know what? So, Chubbs, I have a co-host. Did you know that we have a co-host? This is Queen Sheila. She is the half of the queen. I'm the queen too, and then Sheila is the other queen. So queen to queen, and then queen to y'all, right? Yeah. So this is my co-host. All right. This is Chubbs. Y'all go support her channel, okay, guys? Chubbs, if you want, you put your link in the chat. Put the link in the chat. All right. So, as you know, I've been harping on. Last night I was harping on what's
There
going
it is.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Sis.
Girl, I had to get on the screen.
You gonna take my whole breath away. Wait, I'm about to pass out. Girl, you was the same color as my slushy up in the seat. You see that? Sis. You took me way back, okay? You took me way back, okay? All right. I wasn't ready.
You think I'm gonna be put on silent?
Oh, you are Bishop ain't seen this?
No.
It don't matter what I do tomorrow, if I be late or whatever. I hope I come in after you do. No, it looks really good. It looks really good on you.
Thank you.
It looks good on you. Now, we are going to dive into these stories. I've been hearing a lot about the Chicago Purge. I want to do that first. Well, no, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that last since we got video to get through. So we're going to talk about Takeoff. We'll do Takeoff first. Such a sad commentary, such a sad story. Nobody deserves to lose their life over senselessness. We've been talking about this I've been talking about the last couple of shows. Just the senselessness of the violence that's going out on the street. It's like you scared. It's like you almost scared to look at people. I'm like this. You want the parking spot? You can have it.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna argue about it. You were sitting here first. Take it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not arguing about it because I'm trying to go home.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go home. Okay.
Yeah.
So the story we're gonna dive into is Takeoff. Now Takeoff is a rapper that was one part of the Amigos rapper group. Of course, I have not listened to their music you know, I don't listen to. I'm not a fan of just some rap music. I don't listen to rap music hardly ever, unless it's gospel rap. Um, but I can't say that I have seen him in the news a whole bunch, like really bad negative press. I haven't. I don't know. Have you, Sheila?
No. Of course I know about it. My kids,
Uh huh.
you know,
Okay.
uh, my I liked what was the white T-shirt and walk it like you talk it and whip it and but
All right. Okay.
yeah, I've never heard anything bad of them in the press. But I'm not looking. You know what I'm saying? Now my kids will know because they know where to go. You know what I'm saying? They come to me and say, "Did you know?"
Yeah.
So as far as I have seen, no, I've never seen anything negative about them. Well,
No.
one of them got arrested.
One
Offset
of them is Offset. I think he's married to
Party.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
okay. Cardi B. He's married to Cardi B. But this is just a sad commentary. It's like, oh my God, to lose your life in such a way, you know what I'm saying? It's really
Yeah.
sad. And just and just trying to pull together this story, a lot of people didn't have nothing but good things to say about him. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch some footage just on social media. And then there's a person of interest that they're looking at. And so we're gonna just watch that footage, and then we'll come back and discuss. Okay, guys, does that sound good? All right, so we're gonna pause this right quick. I'm gonna pause that for a second. All right, guys, check this out.
Of rapper Takeoff, a member of the popular group Migos.
2 days after his murder here in Houston, the medical examiner officially ruling his death a homicide.
And this is all coming, Rashi, as the new video shows a possible person of interest who police are now looking for. Fox 26's Sherman DeSalle continuing our coverage tonight.
Yeah, this new video obtained by TMZ does not show who fired the fatal shot, but it does show Takeoff in a crowd of people where there could have been multiple guns. It also shows how quickly violence can escalate.
Who fired the shots that killed global rap star Takeoff is still a mystery tonight, but new video shows someone police are interested in talking to. TMZ released footage that shows an unidentified man standing near rappers Quavo and Takeoff with a gun in his pocket. This was while Quavo got into an argument with someone over a dice game. A scuffle starts. Then you can see that same man with that gun drawn, and you hear gunshots.
Still can't tell who fired the first shot. But we know after that first shot, there were roughly 10 more shots.
Police say they are aware of this video and this unidentified man is a person of interest. There's also speculation that multiple guns were fired. TMZ executive producer Charles Ladebaudiere says that they anticipated more people to send information that could help police figure out what happened early Tuesday at 810 Billiards and Bowling. A private party had already ended that night with at least 40 people in attendance. Migos' record label, Quality Control Music, and its CEO, Pierre Thomas, released statements in regards to the shooting. Part of it reads, quote, "Senseless violence and a stray bullet has taken another life from this world, and we are devastated. Please respect his family and friends as we all continue to process this monumental loss." Fans also share their grief for a recording artist that left a lasting impression.
Traumatic things, tragic things happen to them. Their fans feel it also. And I've certainly seen plenty of that emotion being poured out on social media.
Now, we're still waiting to hear from Houston police to see if they have any more evidence on this case, including possible surveillance video. This is a business off of San Jacinto that's surrounded by cameras. If you have any information that can help police solve this crime, contact Crime Stoppers or HPD. Reporting from Houston, Sherman DeSalle, Fox.
Human element.
It's a good day to cough. Oh no.
He speaks, I'm gonna.
I can't hear you. You on mute. You muted. You mute.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So the party had 40 people there, right?
Mhm.
And it was like a after party type of situation. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it was an after party type of situation, and it was like, I guess they were like in a lobby area or whatever. And allegedly there was a dice game going on after this party, and that's where the altercation broke out. Then allegedly, this is what I've been gathering on social media, that it was over a dice game, and I'm like, that's so unfortunate. I hope that is not true. And looking at the video footage, I realized that there were other victims too. There who got shot, but they will survive. And they're also saying allegedly that there were more people there with weapons, and that gunfire could have been shot from different guns there. So I'm quite sure that they will get the gist of it when they do ballistics and stuff like that. And also, there is a story going around YouTube that one of the potential suspects has already been killed, allegedly. So I don't know how true that is, but it is floating around. So this is really unfortunate. It was at a bowling alley. The article, who was this? I want to make sure I get this right. This is the New York Times article, and they are saying there was a 24-year-old woman, 23-year-old man who was taken to the hospital. Of course, the in the video to say it wasn't life threatening. It was also a private party, and again, there were 40 people who were gathered by the front door. This is still, to me, it's senseless. You know, never should an argument end in somebody dying.
You know, there's so many stories going around. I don't know if they were standing there playing dice or not. You know, I just saw them, his uncle arguing, and then he said, "Let me leave before I hurt somebody." And he turned to walk away, and that's when the shots happened. And there's all other stuff being said.
So you don't get a lot of conspiracy theory stuff.
Yeah. But you know, I just look at them. My oldest son is 33, and my oldest daughter is 27. And he's accomplished a lot of things in his career, his life. But I don't think he had any children. I don't think he had, I don't know personally. But, you know, there was so much more for his life. I do know that the group kind of split up.
Yeah, and they kind of like branched off, and they started doing their own thing and become very successful.
The nephew and the uncle, Quavo and Takeoff. Quavo is the uncle, Takeoff is the nephew. And so they went there with, you know, man, it's really, really sad. They put a new sound to rap.
Yeah, you know, when they first came out, you know, you look at pop culture. When they first came out, I'm like, they dressing like matadors. You know what I mean? You know, like you know, and I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And then they had like the braids, the two ponytail braid things going, the rhinestones, and I'm like, okay, because you generally don't see a lot of fresh new ideals in that industry other than the cadence of the rapping. But they came with their own little style, and they kind of just made their own little path. And they were hot for a while.
Oh yes, absolutely. Migos. When I first heard one of their songs, and I heard skirt, whoop, whoop, and all this stuff, and I said, I looked at my kids. I said, really?
What is that? Like, what is that?
That's all this noise. Why? I said we
Yeah.
was doing that when we was little kids, you know, like we driving, skirt, you know. But that brought a different type of a sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So
it drew
they
people to
changed.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, they changed the culture of, you know, hip hop, the format. So they're always gonna be remembered for that. Well, he is. You know, I do, because I've been, you know, watching and everything. And I thought about something that Steve Harvey said. And I had put my little take down, and I'm just gonna read it. And I said, the rappers that make it big and takes off and blows up have to realize that when you get out of the hood, you can never go back. You cannot keep the same company. On the other side, don't just let anybody in your circle. You don't owe anybody anything. It's terrible to have to live that way.
Yeah.
But you can't have it both ways. You're always going to be a target. But don't let anybody come close to hitting the bullseye.
Yeah, and it's terrible. You have to live that way, and also if you die that way, you know. There was a quote by Tatiana Battle. She's 23. She said, "When I heard the news, it got me to tears. Migos music got me through breakups, graduations, celebrations, and now I can't listen to them anymore because it will never be the same." It was the article says it was Takeoff's childhood obsession with Southern hip hop that first inspired Migos as teenagers in Atlanta suburbs of Gwinnett County. On its way to becoming one of the biggest rap acts of the last decade, known for his hits like Versace and Bad and Bougie, even as he dodged celebrity and maintained almost no public profile, Takeoff became a connoisseur's fan favorite of the trio and was credited with initiating the stuttering triplet delivery, which you talked about, delivery that came to infiltrate hip hop and trickle into pop culture. Drew, finding a lawyer for Takeoff and confidant to many rappers, called his death a devastating loss, particularly for Atlanta. It says, when you're around Takeoff, there's a sense of peacefulness about his aura. Mr. Finey said he listens to you, he looks at you, he's more focused on what you have to say than what he has to say. The world was starting to learn about Takeoff. It was his time to shine. Before becoming an international rap superstar and ushering in a new period of dominance for Atlanta music in the streaming era, Migos, which also included the rappers Offset and Quavo, was founded as a family bedroom act northeast of the city, and that was Atlanta. It says that Migos came to brand as the North Side. That's what it say, North Side. After releasing its first independent mixtape as Migos, Drug Season in 2011, and then gaining local buzz and tastemaker attention with the track Bando, the trio rose to national prominence with the single Versace in 2013. The remix, thought never commercially released, featured an appearance by Drake, who mimicked the group's burgeoning signature pattern of rapid-fire, roll-licking raps known as triplet flow, in which three syllables are piled rhythmically onto one beat of a hypnotic effect. And it was just their cadence, basically. A New York Times review of Migos' 2013 mixtape YRN called the group insistent, noisy, chaotic, and perpetually in fifth gear. Wow. Wow. Pairing a punchy rap style that could sound brody or elated or with sticky, repetitive hooks like Takeoff's defining choruses, Fight Night, and T-shirt. Migos' trademark delivery will go on to become a go-to mode for popular music throughout 2010, as used by artists including Travis Scott, Ariana Grande. In 2021, former President Barack Obama put the straightening from Migos' album Culture 3 on his summer playlist alongside by Rihanna, Joni Mitchell, and Stevie Wonder. Wow.
Yeah. You know, I do want to say to the young people, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna make it. Migos is to you all as Michael Jackson and Prince was to us, and
or Tupac was to me. Not
hey,
to me, but I'm just saying my generation.
Yeah.
You know.
So you're gonna make it. It hurt, and you know what? Today when I see Michael Jackson, you know something, I said, man, I can't believe he gone. Or when I see Prince, it's like, oh man, I can't believe he gone. But you're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. That one girl, she said she not even gonna be able to listen to their music. I remember when Tupac died, man, I was dating this guy, okay? And I was I in high school? Yeah, I was in high school. I think I was a senior. And either I was a senior or something, I don't know. A year out. I had to be a senior. And so when he died, I called the guy and said, hey, how you doing? You know, whatever, you know. He was literally crying. And I was like, okay. I didn't understand, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to, you know, get a date or something. And he was like, I can't because Tupac died. He was like distraught. And I didn't understand why, but you know, music affects the generation, the younger generation of that time, you know, it affects them. And everybody know that, you know, Biggie Smalls is my cousin in real life.
Oh, really?
But
I didn't know that.
Quan, you didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's my cousin. That's my cousin.
Okay.
And so when he died, it was a big old, you know what I'm saying? It just was like, oh my God. You know, like it was just catastrophic. You know, like you would have thought like the president had died, you know. And so and when you see that, you have to understand the influence that music has on young people.
Yeah, it's the background. You know? Music is the background to everybody's life. If you can play a song, you gotta
be careful that you don't get the wrong influences from music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the devil uses that because why? He was the God directed heaven.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He was a musical instrument. Yeah.
He was an instrument. He had pipes in his back.
Yep. And so, you know, you can play a song and it'll take you back to that time. I know what was playing.
You end up singing. I have done that.
There's a song.
You be like, let me call Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why I can't be around a whole bunch of music that is suggestive. I already know. You see what I'm saying?
When my mother passed, I remember the song that was playing on the radio, and I couldn't listen to it for 20 years.
Wow!
Because it took me right to that date. Is Lauryn Hill the sweetest thing I've ever known? But I remember it coming on the radio, and we were riding to the funeral home to, you know, get things together, you know. And it's like all that week it was just playing. So I mean, you know, it's the background soundtrack to our lives. Me and my husband, when we do our anniversary show, we played the music that we were courting to, that was in the 90s, So it's the soundtrack background to our lives.
Some music I can listen to, or some music I just can't, because it puts me in a sexual mode.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So some things I can, some music I listen to relax me if I have a stressful day. But I have to be careful of that, because reason, and this is my own personal testimony, because the Lord has personally ministered to me about this, about what my weakness is. Like, you got some people, alcoholics, who can't go to a bar. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some who can. Some recovering alcoholics can. Some recovering alcoholics cannot. I cannot, because it's just something about my nature. It pushes me in the wrong direction. And does that mean that I don't love God? It absolutely does not mean that. It's just that it just means that I need to maintain my sexual sobriety. So I'm not listening to certain artists unless I'm trying to get in that.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I was doing gospel. Gospel is not on my playlist in the bedroom. My bedroom.
Yeah, I had seen something on Facebook. Oh, somebody had went to court, and the lady was arguing because the man was putting gospel music while they were having their relations, and she was like, "I don't want to hear that." And it was funny. I'm gonna need y'all to have some common sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
right.
I'll wrap the story up, and we're gonna take it from the perspective of the nurse who actually received takeoff that night, and she said, she said, I was scared, but I had to go. The nurse who tried to help take off after the shooting says it was too late. The nurse said she heard the gunshots from her apartment near the bowling alley where Takeoff was shot outside. A nurse who tried to come to Migos rapper Takeoff aid after he was shot in downtown Houston said there was nothing she can do to save him. The infusion nurse who wanted to remain anonymous lives near the bowling alley where Takeoff attended a private party, was later shot outside the venue. He said, I lived close by and I heard it. She said it was like pow, 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 and it stopped, and then it continued on. So she said that was weird. So I got up, and she was in her pajamas, and she went outside. She went to her balcony, and her neighbor who lived below her said, "Did you hear that?" And she said, "Yeah." She said, "I don't think that was a car or firecrackers. It sounded like gunshot." She explained. She said the nurse said she saw people running and thought it was an active shooter situation.
Yeah.
So she did not want to go anywhere, but as things settled, she heard a scream. And she said, I'm thinking that's the victim. That's the person who was shot, she said. It sounded like a cry of agony. And she said it was a cry of agony, but emotional, not physical. She later learned that it came from Quavo, another member of Migos, and oh my God, and Takeoff's uncle.
Mm-hmm.
He was screaming for an ambulance and looking for help. The nurse said that when she ran to the trunk of her car to grab her equipment to help the injured victim, who she later learned was Takeoff, you can hear my voice in the video yelling, I'm a nurse. No, I'm a nurse. Because I wanted to let them know she was a nurse. And she said, but I was scared, but I had to go. So the nurse said when she got there, it was too late. His head was way up. His eyes were rolled back and fixed. She said, and I saw a pile of blood behind his head. Whew. She said she checked Takeoff's pulse numerous times, but he was already deceased. People on social media have suggested she could have performed CPR, but she said it would not have helped at all. Would not be appropriate, especially when a gunshot wound. The nurse said you would never do CPR because you would circulate the blood and the blood would go right out of the hole.
You know what she's talking about, yeah.
The nurse said she learned. The nurse said she had a son around Takeoff's age and feels for the family. As for why she is sharing her story, she said she just wanted something good to come out of this. Somebody to know that there are good people out there. Sometimes they show up just because.
Yep.
The nurse said she spoke with Houston's police department, but could provide no valuable information because she wasn't a witness to the actual shooting.
Yeah.
HPD said, Houston Police Department said that is still trying to identify a potential suspect and continues to encourage anyone with following information. Wow.
So let me say this, because I know people are emotional or whatever, but don't blame that nurse for anything.
Absolutely not.
She went into action. She was scared.
And she didn't have to.
She moved into action. She did her purpose and her calling. Anybody else probably would never have done that.
Nope.
But she went into it. So you already know what his condition was. They shot him in the head. So don't think that really that really never works out.
Keep talking, Sheila.
Don't blame that woman for anything. That woman did what her purpose and her calling was, and when she could not help him, she consoled his uncle. So I just want you all just to take thought of this lady and what she did. She helped in the situation, and she really didn't have to. So I say blessings to that woman. God bless her life, because man, nobody else could help him. Everybody else walked past him, walked over him, So I just, want you all, don't blame that lady. There was nothing that could be done. So anyway, well, let me tell this quick story. My kids we were all in the car, and we were going somewhere, and so they were playing, their music, and I heard white T-shirt, but I was listening to the beat. I was listening to the beat, and I was like, So the next day, me and my husband in the car, and I'm like, "Hey, listen to this." And so he was listening. He said, "You know what they talking about, don't you?" I said, "No." He said, "They talking about cocaine." I said,
"Oh my God!" And that's what you done froze up or something, Sheila. You done froze up. Look like you looking off to Jesus.
Can you see me now? Am I moving now?
I can see you.
It's raining.
But you don't froze.
I'm still froze.
Oh, there you go. You good now. Yep, you good.
Oh
wait, you done froze again.
As long as you can. Yeah.
Now you look like Stacey looking at me. Okay, now you good. Hey, April Showers. Hey. How you doing?
Hey,
I said nothing but blessings.
Hi.
I said nothing but blessings your way.
Amen. So yeah,
all right, guys. So
I said that was funny.
Okay. All right, guys. So let's go. So we're gonna take a pause for the cause and the cause of support. Then after that, we're gonna go into this story. Another heartbreaking story, guys. It's just been a lot going on this week. All right. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna kind of give y'all a chance to readjust yourself, and then we're gonna come right back into another hot topic. All right, check this out, guys. I Believe is a lifestyle brand for anyone who believes in something greater than themselves. The time is now to simply believe. April Showers, we are good. Okay. Thank you so much for coming on board yesterday, and when that conversation was really, really good. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get into the Jray Robertson story. If you have any children in the room, I'm going to ask that you remove them from the room now.
Oh, I gotta go.
Really? You know what?
I'm too young for this.
Okay. Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to take a look at what happened this week in a local Detroit courtroom. Jray Robert's son, was brutally assassinated in a parking lot in a Michigan county. And when they came for the arraignment, to the preliminary hearings, there was a things got really emotional, and so that is what we're going to be seeing now. Okay, all right.
Chaos in a courtroom in Roseville today as a murder suspect is attacked by the victim's twin brother. It happened right after a video was played in court showing the moment the suspect allegedly shot and killed the victim. Fox News' Hillary Golston picks up the story.
More than a scuffle, a near full-on brawl in court Wednesday as the family of Jray Robertson, who was shot to death execution style, went after the man accused of so brazenly and heinously killing Robertson. Jeffrey Clark in court charged with, among other things, first-degree premeditated murder. He allegedly killed Robertson in cold blood very early July 4th. Robertson ran for his life. A woman who has romantic ties to both men spoke in court, saying Clark threatened her after the shooting.
He proceeded to tell me that he would kill me if I told on him. He told me exactly what he did to Mr. Robertson. He told me that Mr. Robertson back for his life, and that the only thing he was worried about was that he was on tether.
Around 3:15 in the morning on the 4th of July, police say they got to the area of Joy and Franklin and Fraser. They found Robertson shot multiple times on the ground. Video of the shooting played in court, too graphic for us to show here, but it was shortly after the video was played that we witnessed this.
It's an emotional case. I mean, obviously we have an individual who was shot repeatedly. We have members of the victim's family, the defendant's family were present, so it's no surprise that emotions are involved. It's unfortunate that they decided to let those emotions unleash in the courtroom.
Another defendant charged in the case, Tamara Scott, waived her prelim and was bound over to circuit court. Hillary Golston, Fox News.
Hello? I don't know what happened to our queen. There she is.
I'm back. I got kicked out. I don't know what happened. I got kicked out. I did not know.
Is it raining there? Is it raining and windy?
It was raining. It was, and that could very well be the problem. I'm gonna check my email because sometimes YouTube say, "Sis, you don't went too far with the video footage." You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna check my email and see if I got something from YouTube. But yeah, so that was April Showers. Hey, sweetie, we're doing fine, honey. I don't know if they said, listen, you done went too far. Mm-hmm. But that happened. This story was crazy.
That's heartbreaking.
This story was crazy. So the assailant, the suspect, traveled 13 miles after they had got into a altercation with each other to kill him. he was already had started shooting him. They had got into it in Fraser County, Roseville, and after that, he chased them for 13 miles and caught up with him in the parking lot and killed the man. And so what really caused me to do this story is because he begged for his life, and you can hear it on the video. And so that is what prompted them to get into a physical altercation, is because the video that they weren't able to show, that you can hear the man pleading for his life. He begged for his life, and his twin brothers saw all of that. And they said that he was just in the courtroom mumbling. The brother was just mumbling, and he keeps shooting him, and he kept shooting him, and he kept shooting him. And so even after he had killed him, he still was shooting the man. And so that prompted that emotional outburst. It was allegedly said that the father of the suspect said, I want to see my son and you in a cell and see who come out, and see what my son do. He later apologized for that statement because it was just totally insensitive.
Well, that's what. So we know where he get it from.
I didn't hear
that. Was the guy, the one that killed the twin. Was that his father?
Mm-hmm.
The prisoner?
That was his father that said that.
I said that. Yeah. Now you see where he get it from.
I can't hear you. You breaking up.
It's raining and windy really bad. But that's where he got it from. That's why he's so cold and, was able to do that without any kind of thought.
So, Sheila, what I want you to do is I want you to go out and come back in.
Okay.
Go out and come back in. So it could be a signal, because I know with the wind and stuff and all of that, it'll jack you up. So she's gonna come back in. But I kind of know what she's saying. I kind of know where she's going, going with her comment. It just was deplorable. And it was heartbreaking. And yeah, I know I covered it yesterday, but I want to cover it again because it just was horrible. Okay, Sheila.
Is this
all right? I added you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was saying that's where his son got it from. That's why he was so able to just kill the guy that he pleaded. And
and I was saying there had to be some type of mental illness going there with that.
He learned that from his father. If his father could say, I want you and my son in a cell. Come on. Anyway, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and so he there was a young lady in the car with him, and then there was another young lady who was arrested. The lady who testified, they was reported that she was romantically involved with both the defendant and the victim. I don't know if that's what they were arguing about, but like she said, if you said anything, I will kill you too. And he wasn't worried, and like I was saying yesterday, he just was sitting there calm and collected. He didn't have a moment of anxiousness. He was swiveling around in his chair, looking at his attorney. Like he wasn't aware of what was going on, And so to me,
he don't care.
He didn't care. Like something was going on with his mind, I didn't get that. I honestly did not get that.
We're not gonna let him slide with that because he knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he did. He ain't crazy.
Something that I was so took it back yesterday. I just was like,
yes,
to travel after you do that, it seemed like you would calm down by then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You went from Roseville to Fraser, and you still trying to kill somebody after that drive, like.
And no doubt, is the young lady, and he was obsessed. And that's why you got to be so careful today with who you fool with. Ooh, Jesus.
And that's exactly what I said. You know what I'm saying? You need to do a test. You need to do some quick fire questions to find out what the state of these people are that you're trying to date or get involved with. See what their families about. Meet their families, some because this right here, it just ain't gonna get it. So that's unfortunate. We send our condolences out to the Roberton's son family, and we will be following and updating this story to see, how his hearing and sentencing is going to go. This is unfortunate, and I had said, their family, you can't really. I'm not saying I'm a little bit different. I'm not gonna sit there and watch my family member get gunned down and watch him beg for his life and I don't respond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting there. It was just a natural reaction. It happened. How can you? I could not imagine sitting there watching. That's who I was talking to when I muted myself. I was talking to my brother. You know what I'm saying? I could not imagine sitting there watching my brother get gunned down and you 6 feet away. I ain't doing that. And you watch him beg for his life, you gonna have to arrest me.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to. And so that was a natural response.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they were expecting.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate that happened. Okay. All right, guys. So we got one more story to go, and then we're gonna let you go. We ain't gonna be over here long. We'll talk about the Chicago Purge, and this is very interesting. I thought that this was like pop culture. Like I thought this was like some type of fake story until I actually dove into it. And they are really trying to do this in Chicago. So we gonna pray for the Saints in Chicago.
Yeah.
The 312. Okay, we gonna pray for y'all, all right? So this is we're gonna take a minute, gonna pause for the cause, guys. And the cause is support. Okay. I want you all to check this out. Check it out.
Amazon author Claudia Woods has created the most savory visual sensory book for the soul. Cornbread for the Soul. Check it out.
All right, guys, check it out. Cornbread for the Soul is a stocking stuffer for your sister girls or your daughters. You know what I'm saying? You know, anybody that's special, a woman that's special in your life or male. Hey, we don't discriminate over here. You know, you can get it for Christmas and put it in your stocking or give it, for the Secret Santa that everybody wants to do it, about this time at work. I'm not doing Secret Santa this year because I had sister got bills. I got a whole plate. No, we're not doing Secret Santa. Don't come my way. I'm gonna be the Grinch this year. We got bills. Okay, so Illinois passed the law ending cash bail and gained the nickname the Purge Law. Okay, this is Chicago, Illinois. It says Illinois is passing a law that some would say will make history. Illinois is looking to be the first state in the United States to abolish, wait for it, cash bail. And the consequences of passing such a law have many believing the state could mirror the horror movie The Purge. In the film, sentences were given 24 hours to commit all the crimes they wanted. On January the 1st of 2023, the Safety Act will commence in the state of Illinois. This is an act that will get rid of cash bail system in its entirety. The name SAFET is an acronym for Safe, Accountability, Fairness, and Equity Today. Those that instated the act believe it will reduce arrest and limit those put away based on crime. That got to be one of the dumbest things I've heard, but let's carry on. Non-detainable offenses. There are 12 non-detainable offenses where the new law will end cash bail. The law includes second-degree murder. No cash bail.
So
arson. No cash bail. Drug-induced homicide. No cash bail. Robbery. No cash bail. Kidnapping. No cash bail. Aggravated battery. No cash bail. Burglary, intimidation. Aggravated driving under the influence. Fleeing and eluding. Drug offenses and threatening a public official. There's a quote that says, I am very concerned about the increase in violence crimes, but again, I do want to stress there is still time to fix it. And the state's attorney are working very hard, as we have been for the last year and a half, to fix this law. It is very fixable, where we can still eliminate cash bail, but make sure the right people are in custody and everybody else who are not in danger gets out, said the state attorney, Robert Berlin. The Safety Act would allow criminals a pretrial release for the crimes listed above, and if the prosecutor fails to show clear and convincing evidence that the alleged could be a threat to specific individuals, unfortunately, the consequences of the Safety Act makes an impact on how fast the arrest criminals must be dealt with. But the prosecutor will only have 48 hours to decide whether the alleged criminal should be released. Investigators believe that 48 hours isn't enough time to collect valuable evidence for surveillance cameras and laboratory work for forensic research.
Thanks a lot, First 48. So, okay. No cash bond. So, bail, right? Mm-hmm. So, because I'm still having I'm trying to, so they go to court, in case, somebody kills somebody. Mm-hmm. He goes to court. Mm-hmm. Does that mean he gets no bail?
You don't get no bail, but guess what? He get 48 hours to be detained, and then after that, they gotta let him go. Oh. If they can't convince that these people have done this crime that they've been arrested for in 48 hours, they're gonna have to release them. Oh my God. First degree murder. Arson.
You said second degree.
Huh?
You said second degree murder.
Did I say second?
Yeah.
Did I say second? Let me go back because I thought I was reading first. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Let me read. Yeah. Okay. Second degree murder, but still
yeah,
murder.
First degree murder. Yeah.
Okay.
But second degree murder is like a manslaughter kind of thing or something.
Somebody still died.
Exactly.
You know exactly. And that's not enough time to gather evidence.
No. Oh my God. Oh.
You got people who are still sitting in jail right now waiting on their case because they still gathering evidence. And they have done some horrendous things. Robbery, arson.
All the gangbangers gonna get out, gonna go free.
Kidnapping. You got to do your due diligence. Those prosecutors have to do their due diligence to bring a case worthy of the courts. That takes time.
So if they have a situation, like the off take off.
Yeah. Imagine that.
So, that's going to force people to take the law into their own hands.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to get
the prosecutors going to have to be working their behind off. But in the meantime, between time, these people who commit these crimes are going to be let loose in the streets.
Yeah, they're going to get dealt with by the street.
All they got to do is hold out for 2 days. If everybody shut up for 2 days and the prosecutor can't get no information, they got to let them go.
Mm-hmm.
That's
what I'm
saying.
The street is going to take care of the street. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. And that's what they're saying. It's going to be an increase of violence. You kidnap my child and we know who you are. You the neighborhood molester and you kidnap my child and they release you. We're coming to get you.
Yep.
And so it's going to increase violence. Yep. It's best to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're going to release you back into the street. So they calling it the purge.
And then they're able to go anywhere.
Right. I just said that they go to Mexico. And you know what I'm saying? Go to flee the state. You know, it's just, I think that this law is going to let down a lot of victims and a lot of the citizens that cannot, defend themselves. A lot of low income victims who can't afford no good lawyers. You know what I'm saying? And this is crazy. So that
don't include federal workers. Don't think that includes federal workers. You can't hurt no federal worker and think you're gonna get away with it.
If he robbed you and you live in Chicago,
I'm talking about on
48 hours.
Nope.
Okay.
Federal. I'm talking federal. Federal is way different.
They didn't say nothing about that here. They didn't.
Exactly.
Let me go down a little bit.
Exactly. They didn't say nothing. You can't hurt or kill a federal worker.
It says, as controversial as this law could be, let's look at how this came about. For many years in the United States, many have called to abolish the cash bail system. 3 out of 5 people are in jail, have not been convicted of any crime. That's true. That's about 500,000 people wasting away in jail cells before there's even a trial, because of a lack of actual investigating and research. The Center for American Progress believes that cash bail system in most jurisdictions across the United States are criminalizing poverty. Most in detention who can't afford the bail and spend weeks, even months, awaiting trial. This system mostly affects communities of color who already have the odds stacked against them across the country. Hence, the study shows that pretrial detention can actually increase a person's likelihood for a rearrest upon release. Perpetual endless cycle of arrest and incarceration, stated the Institute. I don't know about that. If you can't, they got bail bonds, but I don't know. If you poor and you get locked up and you can't make bail and don't nobody around, you got no money to bail you out, yeah, you stuck in there. So in one way it could benefit them, but if you really did it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All you gotta do is wait 48 hours and you out again to do something else or to retaliate. Like that Chicago Purge thing is I don't know about that. That's not a good look.
Yeah. When I say a federal worker, I'm talking about if you decide to rob the mailman, that's totally federal. It has nothing to do with the government, the state government. Federal and state, two different. You can't even if you have an issue somewhere in a federal job or whatever, there's not a lot of federal lawyers. There's none here. So it's totally separate. It's a whole nother thing.
But just think about all of those people that's locked up now. Right? Yeah. They're gonna get out.
Yeah. Well, because they can't if they don't have this stuff. Right.
I'm saying no. Those who have been locked up because they can't make bail, they waiting trial. Once this law go into effect January 1st, they are letting them out.
Oh.
Because they've been waiting without bail. because they can't afford to pay. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Okay, now I
Yeah.
get it. I couldn't understand it. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah. Somebody's commenting. Hold on, let me see. Hello, hey, D-Rap, Deacon, how you doing? So, send nothing but blessings your way.
Hey, babe.
Yeah, so that them people, and I know they counting the days down. You know what I'm saying? Them people who have been waiting to get out. January the 1st.
So they holding them in the county jail, and then yeah. Because that used to be counted as time served. They would add that what you've been in.
Because they waiting on investigative work, or they waiting for they pre-trial and stuff like that.
Yes.
Honey, they about to get out. I'm glad I don't live in Chicago, you know.
Lord, we got to pray though.
We just gonna pray.
Yeah.
And I thought this was like a myth. I said, they ain't making this couldn't be real. But it's an actual thing.
Who actually brought that to thought? Did they say who?
It was a state official. Let me read it. Let me go back to it. It's a state official.
That's why it's important to vote, people.
Oh my God. Let me go. Jesus. Let me get to who. This is crazy. And they're slamming him because they're trying to he's not gonna get reelected.
Oh,
and I seen the man's face, but
is this something that could be reversed?
Well, they keep saying vote no on this bill. Okay. It's supposed to go into effect January 1st. I don't know, you know.
But hopefully it won't pass.
Okay, I don't see it in this article, but I'm getting ready to see. He's a Caucasian man. I'm just trying to figure out who did this. Like, this is crazy. You about to let out hundreds of people. You about to let out hundreds of people who've been waiting trial for doing horrendous stuff. Okay? Illinois, social media Purge, let me see. Oh, girl. Okay, now, before I digress, they showed a Caucasian man who was promoting this legislative, okay? That's why I said this, okay? But here it says, the aim of the legislation introduced by Illinois legislative Black Caucus was set free certain criminals offenders without having to wait jail for their court date because they can't afford bond. I'm getting ready to go to break. No.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
How does that happen? Anybody? Oh my God!
Oh my God! It says the aim of the legislation introduced by the Illinois Legislative Black Caucus was set free certain criminal offenders without having to wait in jail for their court date. But they had a white man advocating for this bill in a commercial. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
My God.
I'm not racist, people. I got my
This
facts
is
mixed
not
up.
the answer.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm gonna read the offenses that has no cash bail again. Non-detainable includes second-degree murder, arson, drug-induced homicide, robbery, kidnapping, aggravated battery, burglary, intimidation, aggravation driving under the influence, fleeing and eluding drug offenses, threatening a public official. Unbelievable, April Showers. You right. Yeah, don't outside. Oh my God, I have to take one for the team. Sorry. Unbelievable. Talking about they can't afford bail. They should. Okay, don't put yourself in there.
That's
then
what jail is for. Like, seriously?
You gonna burn somebody's house down, and then we supposed to feel bad because you can't get out of jail?
Jail is a punishment. It's a punishment.
Oh,
really? This is not the answer. This is.
So here are the things. Here are the criterias. It says a judge can require someone to be detained. Can require for someone to be detained for any felony. Felony.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Felony.
Yeah.
I heard I got a gig with you, sis. You probably do. I don't know what it is. Okay, tell me what is it? Okay, you got a gig with me? Okay. All right, I'm with you. We doing it. Tell me about it. Okay, so here are the 3 criteria. Okay, a judge can require someone to be detained for any felony under Safety Act. If a prosecutor can prove one of the 3 things, must either have a judge to be a judge as a significant threat to safety of the community. He has to be a flight risk or have to have violated conditions of release. Legal experts have said the descriptions of the new law as the Purge law is not accurate. That can't be right. The Purge is a time where they say that it is a free-for-all. All crimes is legal for the next 24 hours. That concept of the Purge is right. This is just readdressing bail. That's all it is. No, it's not. Because what's happening is if you cannot, if the prosecutors cannot, oh yeah, my plate? Absolutely, yeah. To spin at your new plate. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Deacon, most definitely. Sheila, I'll text you after the show. If these people, if you cannot get enough evidence in 2 days that this person did this, you essentially gonna have to release them.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, very scary.
That's scary for Chicago. Yeah, that's crazy.
They got a real life 48 hours. I mean, well, 48 hours is real life. You know that the homicide, you know, the first 48.
The first 48. They're gonna be them prosecutors gonna be humping. You hear me?
We hope
they're gonna be humping. Yeah. My thing is, don't come to Detroit. Shoot, that's all I got to say. Don't come over here with that. Do not come over here with that.
That's not helping anybody. Crazy. That's not an answer to any of the issues that is going on in the judicial system. That's not helping
and that's
anybody.
Not helping poor people at all. That's not helping poor people at all, because all they got to do is wait them out.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the Purge. That's the Chicago. So y'all, it's got to be the weather, because I'm peeking in and out.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So listen, anybody got any comments? If not, we ain't gonna hold you long. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the show.
Queen, you got snatched out again. Oh.
I'm back. It's the weather. We having some wicked weather
here
in Michigan. So I'm not gonna hold y'all. April, you said Forge and no in Chicago a lot. What are you saying? A lot of people have been in jails years and was innocent. Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Yeah, but you know, this is. I would think that they would say something like, since it's legal in most states, you know, I thought it would be something like that. But man, murder and all that stuff, arson. Oh boy. Anyway, hey, listen.
Yeah.
So
they crazy.
I want to do this thing. Okay. So I'm using those pre-made meals from like fresh chef something, whatever. Yes, I need to lose weight. So
you saying losing weight?
Yeah. So I
need to lose weight.
I'm using the Factor, and those are pre-made meals. You pop them in the microwave, okay? And so, you know, just if anybody wanted to do it with me, you know.
Yeah, I mean too, because I'm gonna tell you something what's happening here. I got a whole couch sitting on my thighs. My stomach has turned into a couch. And my breast is sitting on the couch. No,
oh my God. Girl, that Hattie Bell.
I gained so much weight.
That Hattiesburg or Hattie Bell hat or whatever ice cream.
Well, I ain't even had no Hattie Grub, but I'm getting ready to get up on that because I ain't had none in a while and I need to treat myself. I done had none in a couple of months. I need to lose weight. I have gained too much weight and I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, I got to get off these potatoes, this meat and potato kick I'm on. You know,
they let you
and
choose.
I need to get off this weight.
They let you choose. Now it's chefs that make it. Okay, so they have low calorie. They got vegan. I think pescatarian, something like that. So you know,
maybe we need to do a series of our weight loss challenge. Well, you know what I'm saying? We'll take pictures and stuff. And also, see, okay, so then now we got to bring DJ T Relly in because then we're gonna have to work out on Saturdays for real. I gotta get off this weight. I gotta lose weight before the show.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
I gotta get off this weight.
What I'm thinking we could do, because I got that Factor. I'm just trying to find one that tastes really, you know what I'm saying, really good. So maybe we could just, you know, try some out because they give you like what I got now. I got 8 meals and it was like $50, $50-something, you know.
Yeah, so, they got some Hello Fresh or something. It was something. If you refer a friend, you can refer a friend a free meal. Because I think Elisa was on something. It was very cheap and economical, and the food was excellent. And I ended up getting a free couple of meals because she referred me. I got like 5 free meals or something like that. So we got.
So why don't we do something like that, like a tasting them?
Yeah, we'll cook the food and then we'll taste it. Oh, they microwave, right?
They microwave, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Good. Yes. Because that fresh whatever, you have to prepare it.
I know.
Yeah.
Even though the food was good, I still was tired from work and still had to cook it. I ain't like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so what we gonna do?
Okay, so let's go. Okay, first of all, I gotta get some money. Okay. Anybody want to sponsor this diet that Queen Sheila is proposing? Cash out for sister. Start me off right so I can be ready for the show. Don't forget also that we're sponsoring the family for Christmas. If you want to help out with that, I sincerely need your help for that because I got a lot of things going on. I'm paying for this play and I'm sponsoring the family for Christmas. We do it every year. Drama Entertainment gives back. Do it every year. We do a Thanksgiving dinner or we do Christmas. This year we're doing Christmas. Okay. Lady was recently homeless. She just recently got her an apartment, her and her son, and she's also with child. Go back to my older shows, Drama Entertainment Gives Back, and you'll get all her sizes. If you don't want to send me money, you just want to send the item, let me know. I'll email you my address. You can send the item to, and so you can get it to her. But if you just want to cash out, feel free to do it. We want to do that by Christmas. We want to make it really nice for them, okay? I need your help with that. I'm only one person. But together, we can be a blessing for this family, okay?
Amen. Amen.
All
so
right.
when is the play,
and
though?
Also, the play, I'm not saying the date yet because it's in March, but I'm not saying the date yet.
Oh, okay. That's what I meant. What month? Because we need to, have some goals.
The play is in March. It's in the second week of March.
Okay. So we need to hit it, right?
Yeah, we got 5 months. Okay. We got this. We got this. Okay.
And you know what?
April, I need all your prayers. Okay. Say yes.
It helps not to have a lot of food at the holiday. You just have something, you
I'm
eat.
not cooking for Thanksgiving. I normally do my mama's famous dressing. I'm not doing that this year. And then my sister-in-law, she cooks like somebody is paying her. She cooks like she grow her own seasonings. You understand, her own herbs. This food be so good. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna tell her to give me baby portions. Portions for a toddler.
Right. We're gonna get this together though.
Please.
All right.
Because I have gained weight. All right, guys, we're not gonna hold you longer. And also, Chubbs is doing a Christmas tree contest. If you all want to be a part of that, Chubbs is doing a Christmas tree contest. Y'all go support her channel. I don't know if she dropped the link in the chat, but go support. Okay. All right, guys. Listen, we letting you go. I ain't even holding you up no more. Okay. It's all over. Support, like, share the show. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought. And so you guys go ahead and support. We ain't over here bashing nobody. Everybody's welcome to this channel. This is all positive vibes. We don't discriminate over here. You are comfortable. You are safe. The safe word over here is love. You know what I'm saying? Even if y'all don't get along with each other, you're still welcome over here. Okay? You're still welcome over here. Like, share, subscribe. Okay? And guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. This is your Queen Clay Ling and
Queen Sheila.
Say be great, Lord. Bye-bye.
Bye.